or corruption in relation to public resources summarily and decisively. You are hereby duly notified. I have high expectations of you because I am confident that by now you are familiar with the workings of government, accustomed with our work rate, and fully aware of our intention to implement all our commitments. I speak to many of you on phone. Many times I call you to my office, we interact in different places. I ask you questions, you know that, on programs, on projects. And I find that many of you, the people I speak to, don't even know what is going on in your ministries or departments. You have very scanty information. The moment I know more than you in your ministry, then you must begin to understand that something is very wrong. Because by constitution, you are supposed to advise me. Explain to me how you are going to advise me if you have less information than I do. Who is going to be advising who? I call many PSs. You ask them what's going on here. They have no clue. And this is your department. That is the job that you have. You are not a messenger. You are not a security person. You are not a photographer. You are not a watchman. You are the PS or the minister. And the job of the minister and the PS you don't know, or you don't have information. How do you run a ministry or a department or a parastatal if you have no information? That is the highest level of incompetence. So please, take time, read. There's a lot of literature on your desks. There's a lot of briefs from departments. There are a lot of briefs from all manner of places. Read. I take time myself to read, because it's the only way you can have the correct information for you to be able to make the right decisions. You can never, I promise you, you can never make the right decisions if you do not have the correct information. It will all be a game of guesswork. Get as much. We have many good officers. They send us briefs to our desks, but because of whatever reason, people don't want to read. They don't want to understand what's going on in their state departments or ministries or where they're supposed to be doing. So please, let me ask you, I get a lot of feedback from the public. For example, I was in Kwale and I stopped in Likoni, and I was talking to the public, and one of them was asking me, Mr. President, we haven't quite understood how the Hustler Fund Phase 2 is working. How do we form the groups? And I remember I called CS Chelugui. I didn't find him, so I called his PS, and I found her, and I explained to her, I told her, look, the public is not understanding this. Did I call you or not? On Sunday. I told you this is what the public is saying. Please do more sensitization on Hustler Fund Phase 2. Sindio? So, feedback, And it's not because of any, we have to perform. You know, we have to perform.